Okay, I don't know if it's showing you what you're supposed to see or not. We'll see right now. Okay, yeah, you're seeing it. Okay, so basically, um, you're seeing it means it's being saved properly. But I wanted this to be recorded. This convo I'm having with these people. So basically, hey, intelligence to you. Thank you for reacting to answering exchange. I generally apologize for you're going through. Blah blah. I want you to know your request to be taken seriously. Appreciate your work together. In order for me to continue, I need more details. So I responded, I don't know. It was they asked me for the date, time, and a screenshot of the evidence, right? And I said, as for the date, I don't know. It was an impulse. Why would I know the date and time? You act like these were achievements. I just had the money, had an itch, boom. It is not a big deal. But having them removed after you know you had them, that is an issue. I just know the Shen. I know that Shen was in the store when he shouldn't be, and that is the only reason I seen that issue is because I was like, "What the fuck?" Right? WTF? Okay. So I want you to please note that I said "what the fuck" because that's what it translates to. But what is written is WTF. Okay. So the person responds, "Hello, I'm here. Please refrain from using inappropriate language in your support request. I will assist you to the best of my ability, but using the language is against the terms of service, right? And you can review it here." And then he said, "After we have checked, we need proof of your champions. That will take us to help you, right? If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Contact us." And this is what I want you to note. WTF is not a curse word. It is three letters. Please use your brain before passing judgment on someone else. Yeah, if you people would read the message and put the pistol that makes baby D feel like a big D, you would have seen that you have zero reason to have evidence before this point. It was an impulse, not a sacred act. But the fact that you took them from me, that was a violation of the terms, and that was and turned what was an impulse into a sacred act type of deal. So you wasted a day to cry about nothing, as we are still at this step. Please send an adult or manager, as this has been going on long enough. Thank you. And that was basically my response. Because I didn't use vulgar language. Like you're being a little salty Karen here, basically. And if you want me to use that's how you provoke the beast, basically, right? But again, because I am so intelligent, I am able to spit on you instead of punch you in the face. So instead of going to prison, I look like an asshole. But in reality, you're the asshole because you're asking me for something that I already clarified in the last message. It was an impulse. Like I said, I don't know. It was an impulse. Why would I know the date and the time? You act like those achievements, or you act like these were achievements. I just had the money, had an itch, boom. It is not a big deal. But having them removed after you know you had them, that is an issue. I know that Shen was in the store when he shouldn't be. And that is the only reason why the other ones, I seen the other ones, because I was like, WTF, right? That's it. That's what I said. Because I was like, WTF. And he decided to make it all about those three letters. That's it. My whole message, this is the focus. And then he goes and makes half big. It's more. It's like 60%, 70% of his message is about that one small fraction. And this is what I'm saying. People take like 2% of my message and then act like it's 99%, but it's only 2% of my message. And the fact is, the rest of his message, he's asking for something that I previously had given him. But because he was so focused on the WTF, he didn't even read the message. He is not aware of the fact that I answered what he's asking for already. And so I pointed that out. Basically, I said, you're so focused on WTF, you didn't see that I said I don't have those things. It's stupid to ask anyone for those things, but you're so focused on the WTF that you didn't see it. It went right over your head because you're a fucking idiot. You're a dumbass. You should get the fuck out of here, you fucking beta noob. This is what the world is. This is the problem with the world, right? Like, everywhere you go, in the American government, this is the kind of bullshit that you see. In the healthcare system, this is the shit you see. This is the issue. Like, focus. Be a grown up. Be an adult. What the fuck are you doing? Like, you're being a fucking Karen right now, you stupid little bitch. You know what I'm saying? I call them, like, there's Karens, but now this is a Susan, right? Stop being a Susan. I don't know why, but it's the name that came to mind. Basically, Susan, right? You're being a Susan right now. Okay? There was Karen, now there's Susan. Like this, he's being a Susan. Basically, he's taking everything I said and acting like it came from the three letters at the very end. That's the problem. But if he was an adult, he would have seen, oh, I see, and okay, we'd probably have this problem solved by now. But because he's a little fucking callous in a farm somewhere, it should be, right? He should not be getting paid for what he's doing now because he's a fucking idiot, apparently. Point is, you don't focus on the WTF. That's stupid. You focus on a bigger issue, right? I didn't say a curse word. I didn't say fuck. I didn't say nigger. I said WTF. WTF. You can imply a curse word. That doesn't mean I said it, you fucking bitch. And again, this would have been, I would have been up in arms back in the day about this type of deal for a very long time. But only recently have I gotten my wings. Only recently have I been able to put my feet on the ground because I've been through a brain tumor, a botched surgery, and a stroke at this point, right? I've had radiation therapy. I've had all kinds of crap in my life. I've had abusive fucking parents. I had an abusive household. I've been through hell my whole fucking life. Fuck you people. I don't need this. Right? This is real life. This is where I go because like you are paid to be a top level something. Why the fuck am I dealing with bottom feeders? Why am I dealing with people that deserve to work at FedEx? You know what I'm saying? Why are you in the chat room talking to me? What the fuck? We should not be eye to eye. This is, you're mixing stage gap. It's like age gap, culture clash, class clash, alright? Like, all that shit. It's like not good. It's not good. Like we're mixing what we shouldn't mix. Basically, this is why in nature, why fluids separate because they don't mix, right? You can mix them and drink them. Sure, you're gonna have vomiting later, probably, or fucking diarrhea later or something. Something's gonna happen to you because chances are you probably weren't supposed to do that, right? And it depends on how much you had or how concentrated it was, or blah blah. Of course, right? That's just nature. That's how it works. Okay, and you're breaking the rules. You're mixing them up, and the reason why you're mixing them up is to divide because you want divisions because it's easier to conquer a people when they're divided, basically. It's a lot harder to fucking conquer with somebody when they work together. But if we're fucking tearing each other apart, and then you take one of them, their sides, and one of their sides is more favorable to your side, right? And that's why you took their side, and that they're right. You just got rid of half of the fucking population, and now half of the population is on the boat, right? And that's why America fucking did so well because that's what happened on the right. So basically, the whole Republican Party was swallowed up by all this Trump-MAGA bullshit. And then they're like, okay, I think we can take over America at this point. And then they fucking charged, right? All these people, Steve Bannon, Jeff Sessions, Lindsey Graham, all these motherfuckers, Jeffrey Epstein, all these people, right? All that fucking march started. And this happened back in 9/11. People, this has been happening for a fucking long time, right? And the reason why is because what's it called? Psychology. There's in psychology there is reverse psychology, and then there is Pavlov psychology, where you're conditioned to react in a certain way, and that's what happened, right? Society has evolved beyond so that reverse psychology won't work, and so they've been conditioning society to act a certain way. And the problem was America's divided down the middle, right? There's a Republican Party and there's a Democrat Party, and they're not as united like Germany was, right? Or like England was, right? They were all red or they were all blue, and same thing in Russia too. They're all red and all blue, or in China they're all red, right? No blue, right? But America, there was red and blue. And so when the red came to take over, the blue side was like, fuck you, bitch. And that's why America is still standing. That's the only reason why America is still standing, right? And again, I know because when people ask me, are you red or blue? I tell them I'm stars and stripes, motherfucker. Like, I am no red. I am red and blue. I'm not purple, though, right? I mean, I am purple because I'm red and blue, but and as far as concept, right? As far as concept, this is where dimensions exist in concept, right? Time and math make sense in concept, but in reality, they don't. In reality, you got the answer. You can go and play in pretend land to get an answer. That's what that is, right? But you have to understand, you're in pretend land. It's not reality. Time isn't real. Math isn't real. Like, and stop mixing the two. Like, myth and legend. Like, there's a reason why they call it what is it? Sci-fi, right? Science fiction, not science. Science fiction, right? Now they're trying to mix science fiction with science, and no, you don't. You don't do that. Stop it. Stop it. Get help, right? As Michael Jordan would say, get help. Stop it. Get help, right? Exactly. That's the truth. That's the truth. And to be honest with you, Michael Jordan is probably, he could have probably been as smart as me, right? If he chose to read instead of dribble, right? That's what it is. Mike Tyson, same thing, right? If he chose to read instead of dribble, that's what makes him great. Like, I could have been one of them. If I chose to dribble instead of read, I would have been one of them. That's why I'm so good at, like, Super Smash Bros., League of Legends, StarCraft 2, World of Warcraft. I also good at those games because I was able to reason and make sense. And that's what that they were doing. Michael Jordan and fucking all the motherfuckers, right? Mike Tyson, all them fools, they're just snap call. Like, they're dribbling, they're making decisions, making judgments. Like, I'm making, like, okay, I'm out here thinking logically, I'm applying it, boom, 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 right? They chose to physically do it. Me, I had a fucking brain tumor at the age of 19. I couldn't go down that path. So what did I do? I fucking picked up a computer and started fucking operating a computer, right? But I learned all the code and all this bullshit. You know why? Because education is a way for people to fucking trick you and manipulate you. And I was like, fuck you, bitch. I'm not playing that game. I see how you evil and see how you turn into fucking monkeys and shit. Because they turn you, you're a slave. Like, shut up, I'm your teacher, I'm your master. Like, no, you ain't. I pay you, bitch. I paid you. You work for me, motherfucker. You didn't pay me, I paid you. I paid you to teach me, and you're fucking stepping on a line. That's the fucking problem. Anyways, I'm out here. Be well, be happy, be safe, be strong, be loved, take care. Have a great day. Be well, be happy, be safe. Peace. I'm out.